That doesn't look healthy, does it? What does adventure mean to you? Does it mean travelling hundreds or even thousands of miles? Or can you have an adventure closer to home in familiar surroundings? Does it have to be dangerous, exhilarating or new? Does it test you? And can it truly be an adventure if you're comfortable? Does there not need to be some suffering involved along the way? Surely there does, otherwise it's just a trip. For me, it can be as simple as running into bad weather on my bike, then battling with my inner voice not to throw in the towel and turn around, or just to head for the nearest town and book a hotel room with a nice hot shower. Now, for some people out there, this wouldn't be an adventure. This is just their normal, no big deal. Something that they've done so often that it's second nature to them, and they're probably asking what all the fuss is about. But to others, it's something that they'll never experience, because to them, just getting onto a motorcycle for the first time would be their adventure. I know it's only 24 hours, but it's 24 hours away from my normal. If I get to feel like a kid again while I do it, then I'm probably having an adventure. Quite wet and damp and cold today. Fair bit of grime on the roads, but the little mutant tyres are doing the biz. No movement. Done just over 3,000 miles now. We've got a little square flat spot there, but I'm definitely going to buy these again. Great tyres. I don't feel like I'm lacking in any department. Plenty of grip in the wet, and when you're having a little hoon, they are more than capable for this size of bike. And certainly, as I said, I've seen videos of people in Gixxer thows on track days using them, and yeah, just hammering their way around Croft. Good enough for that bike. It's easily going to manage to cope with a little Svartpilen. On any of my other bikes, using A-roads, I could easily be at my destination within an hour and a half, even if I stopped for coffee. But on the little Svartpilen, and taking all of the back roads, it will take me almost double that. Beau Miles, if you're not familiar with him, is one of the great modern adventurers. He's done some truly impressive stuff over the years and now uploads some of the most witty, well-crafted content on YouTube. Nowadays he's kind of settled down as much as somebody with that kind of soul can ever settle down. With a wife and a young family and a job to think about like the rest of us, he's still at it, only now most of his venturing is done closer to home. Sometimes as close to home as his own backyard. He's an inspirational fella, and watching his latest uploads has given me the kick up the arse that I needed to grab at what is possibly my last ride of the year. Here we go, I'm just about to find out that KJs are on their winter schedule. I should have checked the website. Now this makes it an adventure, doesn't it? I've not been able to top up on caffeine, and I had planned on picking up some supplies. The forecast for the next day or two is around 9 degrees, dropping to about 4 through the night. No wind or rain forecast, so pretty settled for this time of year. For me, those are all pluses, because it means I have to carry less gear on the little Svartpilen. I have left behind waterproofs and thicker winter clothing. I don't think I'm going to need them, so no point in carrying them, is there? Snow has come early to the Cairngorms this year. Coincidentally, my last video this year will be filmed where I made the first video for this year. This is the spot where I made my coffee video. Right, so let's check these spots out. It's actually better than I remember it. This is the bit I had in mind, but I think I'll go to the other bit. It's fairly flat. Grass and moss. With the amount of rain we've had, it's more likely to be damp and cold through the night. And these tufts are quite hard underneath. Nice, we'd be out of the wind if the wind gets up, but it's not forecast to. There's a couple of game trails coming through here. I don't want to get in anyone's way. But this bit here, it's a bit more open. If I put the tent in this bit here, it's quite flat. And this is quite hard packed here. This is got some granity gravel through it. So the bike can sit on there. I can cook and not have to worry about anything going on fire or the bike tipping over, and then look at my view as well. That's amazing, isn't it? It's lovely. I can hear the river from here. Just in the background. It's cool. Something big and tufty in that tree there. I wonder if it's a squirrel tree. I'll have a look at that. Once I get the tent up, I'm going to go for a little walk along the road. After sitting for a couple of hours, get a bit stiff. And then we'll get dinner on. Looking forward to dinner after not getting my coffee and my piece at KJ's. Little Thor's holding up well. Got a bit dubby out there today. You can see it. All the salt and crap on the headlight. Holding up well. Such a great little bike, this. I just wish physically it was just a little bit bigger for me. I feel a bit big on them sometimes, especially when I see the footage back, me sitting next to my mates on their adventure bikes. They dwarf them. Right, enough chit chat, let's get this done. Evening peeps, we made it. I've got the camp set up. Hopefully the video turns out alright. The GoPro was playing up, switching off and on. I've got a cracking spot and it's ended up a lovely evening. So I'll quickly show you around the OEX. It's huge. It'll take ages. And then I'm going for a quick stroll, since I've been cramped up in the wee Svartpilen for a few hours. Just stretch the legs, and I'm gonna have a, don't know if it's worth getting firewood. The last time I was here there was signs of there having been campfires, but I'm not sure about whether to put one on or not. I should be warm enough. It would be to keep the midges away, because believe it or not, they're still out, the hardy wee buggers. So anyway, let me show you the camp. So there we go. This is the kitchen area. So I've just got my water hanging up outside, so it's nice and cool. I'm doing a time lapse of the sunset. Hopefully that turned out, because the GoPro battery was nearly flat. A nice bit of frying steak, chopped up frying steak. It's got a good marinade, got potatoes, mushrooms. I am so looking forward to having that tonight. And this is my little tent, little vestibule area, and sleeping bag, a couple of pillows. You might have seen me using this, depending on how I cut the video. It's my little mattress pump, but it also doubles as a light, which is pretty handy. And it saves you blowing moisture into your sleeping mattress as well. So that's why I decided to get it. Fairly cheap. You get, there are quite a few of them on Amazon these days. And I'll probably put this up later when I'm chilling, just to keep the midges out and still get a bit of air. The OEX, I'm quite impressed with it. It's not an expensive, let me see if I can get this damn thing off. Here we go. Right, so it's not an expensive tent. I think you'll easily get one for under £80. If you pay any more than that, you're getting screwed. The one thing that I've seen online, people moaning about this, the inner part, the canopy, they're putting stuff on the back there. I'll show you when I go around the back what I mean. So they're basically putting a little bit of material on there and then looping it onto the inside of the exterior, because yeah, so they're basically buying one of these, putting it on the inside, and then putting a peg on the inside so they can pull it away, because it does sag. Same here. It is a cheap tent, and I believe some of them are better than others when they come out of the factory, but this one, I've seen a few people putting another one of these tie-ins here and here just to pull that back again. I don't know if I'll bother with that. It's just me in it. I'll just be lying down anyway, so it's not that important. What a view I've got. Look at that. That's lovely. Anyone local will know exactly where I am. I don't know how many times in school I painted that hill from the classroom window. So I'm so happy with this spot. I wasn't all that sure about it when I saw it the last time. I thought it looked a bit rough and ready, but I am happy that I came along here today. It's actually a better site than I had planned. I'm hoping somebody was camping here and they had a big hairy dog with them and they gave it a brush. Don't go onto the moor. It's not safe on the moor. It's the best thing about camping, isn't it? Food. See the moon through the trees tonight. It's a full moon. Okay, so do my dishes and hopefully this works. It was quite wet after that storm passing through. I made some of my own firelighters with Vaseline and cotton wool. I've seen a few videos where folk have done that and said it's a really good way to do it. So, and it's very light, it's not taking up any space in your bag. So. Do this all night as ace. It's the food of the gods.
Naughty motherfucker. I love him.
Not as good as the first one, but still good. Enjoyed that. That doesn't look healthy, does it? I don't know if it's meant to do that. Yeah. That's mead, so it's got honey in it. I don't know if it's gone off. I better check the date. Right, it's just gone 9 o'clock and I stuck my head outside the tent just to see what the night was doing. It's going to be nice and starry and bright like I thought, but I'm just curious to see if we get northern lights tonight. I need to have a look online, see if they're expected, because it is so clear here. There's no light pollution at all. So might be able to get a couple of stills while I'm doing nothing else, pass the time. But anyway, when I stuck my head out of the tent, I touched the outside of it and already we've got frost. And it's still early in the night yet, so oh my god. At the moment I feel warm enough. I've still got my jacket on. I could take that off. I still feel warm enough. My sleeping bag, I'm not sure what it's rated for. It's quite an old one. I've had it for maybe 15 years, maybe more than that. It's not had a lot of use. Like I say, at the moment I feel plenty warm enough. I've got my little silk liner in it. So if I need warming up through the night, I'll just chuck on some more of my bike gear. But if the northern lights appear, I'll try and get some stills, because I don't think I'm going to be able to video it for you. I don't have a DSLR or anything like that, so I'll have to make do with some photos. So I'll find out in the morning. Next time I see you, it'll be for coffee. Night night. Morning peeps. It's just gone 8 o'clock. I woke up, or at least I checked the time on my phone. It's 7 o'clock. It was still quite dark, so yeah, sun's lifting now. I can see the light come through the tent. Fairly comfortable night, actually better than expected. Temperatures kept dropping after 10 o'clock. Very frosty then, and no wind through the night. Very still. The old sleeping bag kept me warm. Body was fine and warm. I kept my jacket on, my hood up, and seemed to do the trick. Feet got cold a couple of times, but then soon warmed up. I don't know what that was about. I find as well, I've maybe not put enough air in my air mattress. I like my mattress a bit soft, but I think next time I need to put some more air in it. Also need to look into like a thermal barrier underneath that if I'm doing this again at this time of year, because I can feel just lying here on my back, the ground is so cold that it's drawing body heat out through the mattress. I can feel that happening. So to sort of try and counteract that last night, what I was doing was rolling over on my sides, which isn't the most comfortable way to sleep. Your shoulder jammed into the ground. Fine at home with your lovely soft mattress, but not so much out here. Tent pretty good. I see what people mean about it sagging on the inside, and which isn't a problem in the summer months, but just now we've got condensation between both those layers, and so if you're bumping into the inner layer, you're drawing that through. So I might have to make an adjustment or two in future. Yeah, all in all, fairly comfortable night. More comfortable than my night under the poncho in Skye, that's for sure. That's mostly down to the fact there's no midges and the ground isn't full of rocks. Right, so I'm going to go and get my boots on, my freezing cold boots on, and go and start the stove up, have a cup of coffee, get myself going, pack up camp, and then I'm going to head into Canusi for some brekkie. So I'll see you in 10 minutes or so. That is that horrible freezing fog. That's why there's so much moisture on the outside of the tent. No nice view of the hills this morning. What a change. Ooh, damp, cold. Ooh. I think I might just sit in Canusi eating breakfast all day rather than riding home. Right, let's get a stove on. Ooh, got ice in it. Yep, that's it, got it. It's all iced up. Slushy, all slushy. Come on. Right, first try. Oh, that's quite nice. You know what? I'm glad I put the extra water in because it would have been too strong. That is spot on there. Right, I'm going to put some milk in it. I know I'm a heathen, but I like a little milk in my coffee. don't have any breakfast with me because KG's is shut, and I'd planned on going there for supplies, something I could heat up this morning. Didn't work out. I'm not going to get into Canusi for a couple of hours yet probably, so I'm going to go foraging, see what I can find. Oh, some of these gorse bushes have got flowers on them. Do they not know it's nearly November? Deer poop, you can't beat it. People often ask what the point of this is, you know. Well, it's a bit like, you know, on a trawler to stop your food rolling about. You've got these trays built into the tabletop. Well, that's what we've got here. Dry off when you get home. Not too bad. Right. I'll just point these out. The guy line loops, they are ace. They are so handy. Jeez. I love that. It's so good. And what I'll do is, just to make it easier to store, is let's see, wrap it up like that. And then just feed it into the loop. So next time we need to use it, pull it out, job done. You probably can't make this out in video, but just over there is the A9. You might see a lorry or two breaking through the scene, and either side of that was water. About a week and a half ago this was all flooded. It is a big marsh and it does do that, but quite spectacular pictures with just this black ribbon cutting through it, and that makes its way all the way down here to Loch Inch, where you can take part in your water sports, and you've got Kincraig behind that. This is Ruthven Barracks. They're built in the early 1700s by King George II, probably known up here as King Dode. It was used as a deterrent towards the Jacobite movement, which was growing in strength at the time. Nowadays though, it's mainly used for rolling Easter eggs. It was at about this time that I really regretted travelling light. I wish I'd taken those waterproofs. But hey, makes it an adventure. Home, home, home. So we only did 180 miles in that 2 days. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Spoke to you first this morning at 8 AM. So what makes it an adventure? Is it mileage, time, difficulty, inappropriate gear, wrong bike, or just going somewhere you've never been before? I think I've got to suffer before I think adventure.